Am I the a-hole for telling my parents they had to sell my vehicle back to me? My parents love all their kids. They just have a soft spot for my somewhat useless brother. He can't win. He is almost 30 and he has never had a steady job. Just a series of Joe jobs, wearing a name tag and a hat. Whenever I buy myself a new car, I give my old one to my parents. I could trade them in, but I can afford to help my parents out. My cars are usually 6 years old and maybe have 30,000 miles. I rarely drive. The last car I gave them was a Jeep Patriot. It was loaded. I could have traded it in for $9,000. Instead, I sold it to my dad for $1. He had it for 6 months before he gave it to my brother. My brother sold it for $12,000. I could have done that. My whole idea was for my parents to have a good car with no maintenance issues. I just go a new Bronco, so I talked to my parents. I said that the only way I would give them the Ram was if we had a contract stating that if they sold it in the next 5 years, they had to sell it back to me for $1. They said that I was treating them like children and that once it was their truck, they could do whatever they wanted. I agreed that was fair. I sold my truck privately and got $27,000 for it. I used that as part of my purchase of my new Bronco. My dad saw my new vehicle and asked when I was going to drop off the truck. I told him I sold it. Him and my mom are upset because they are now driving a 12-year-old Kia that's in bad shape. That's not really my problem. I tried to help them, and it wasn't good enough for them. My parents think I went back on my word. I never promised them anything. I only ever offer them a deal.